Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to your weekly general taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. So remember, these are the general energies, trends and themes that we're likely to all be experiencing over the course of the week. So, and this is all informed by my intuitive message. So every week I go into my intuition and I ask, what is the message that we need to know? And it's kind of like a thread that runs through this reading. Sometimes it's, sometimes it directly relates to the messages in the cards, and sometimes it's just kind of like an added tidbit. With that said, remember this is a general reading for the collective. So you will get one destiny card and then you will get direction cards. How do we best utilize that destiny energy? And then you will get insight cards. If we could see around corners, what would we be picking up? Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to, or us on our paths to our highest vibrational good. So this week what I actually saw for our the intuitive message was pandas, you know, those wonderful, lovely, huggy bears that can actually be quite vicious, apparently. Although, to be fair, you know, just hugging and feeding pandas all day seems like kind of like my ideal job, to be fair. I'd fit right at home, especially when I'm tired. Jokes aside, as many of you know, pandas are endangered, well, they were anyway. And the message behind this was, it was a close call, but it survived. This could be a project, this could be a relationship, this could be a friendship, this could be a job. It's like something in your life or in our lives, in our worlds, had come very close to extinction, had maybe been really on the rocks. But the message with the panda is, it's literally like, it was a close call, but it survived, right? And this is really, really good news, I think, for all of us in some way, shape or form. Something that maybe you've worked really hard on or towards, maybe something you've put a lot of time, effort and money into already. And there was like this massive sort of, feeling of fear of like, oh my gosh, like this thing isn't going to survive. It's not going to make it. We are not going to make it. Our partnership, our connection, our collaboration, whatever the case might be. And what's wonderful about this is we're being told that no, actually it was a close call, but it survived. So this is great. All right, so for our destiny energies for the week ahead, we have from the Human Design Oracle deck, we have, okay, that card is the wrong way up, so I'm going to take that one. We have the Gate, 14 and Luck, and the message behind this card is literally, right? So, and look, with the intuitive message as well, this makes so much sense. It's kind of like by a stroke of luck. Some universal current of energy has looked out for us, and our friendship, our connection, our job, whatever the case might be, whatever this will be for you personally in this reading, it's like the luck of the gods, the luck of the universe, the luck of all that is good and light, or maybe even just the luck of your karma returning to you, all right? And we can have good karma as well, is coming back at you. And what I love about this card is it basically says, don't rely on the luck, just know that it's there, all right? And so I'm totally here for this, and I think as a destiny energy, it's wonderful because it means that we have support, and it's usually, because it's the luck card, it's unseen support in some way, shape or form. It's, support that we maybe didn't realize we had, but now that we know it's in the background, we'll be able to see and feel its presence, and maybe even ask for things for it to come through that. So for our direction cards, we have the Page of Cups. So one of the ways that we tap into this luck is by truly being of an open heart and mind. We have the Seven of Cups. So one of the ways that we can also tap into this luck is by streamlining the focus and getting rid of what's superfluous. And then we've got the Page of Pentacles. So two pages represents the energy of disquiet. What is revealed to us this week is that there is a discordant energy in our lives. And the way that we deal with that discordant energy is by taking off the table what we know in our heart of hearts, in our feelings, in the depths of our feelings. We are fully aware this week. Something is revealed to us. This is not a path for you. It's taking up too much time, too much effort, too much energy. That's not to say that the thing that survived is one of them. What this means is the things that are sucking energy from where you should be putting that energy. And if you've been with me long enough, you know I hate that word. I never want to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't be doing. But in this context, it speaks, right? Whatever in your life, your lifescape, in your world, etc., is spending more time and energy than it is worth, that you could actually be putting into that thing that has shown now that it's surviving. Take something off the table, right? And then look, right, with the Page of Cups and the Seven of Cups, this is an honesty of feelings. This is a moment where you catch yourself in a lie, where you catch yourself in a fib, where you catch yourself in something that you've been telling yourself as a story, as a narrative, or well, I can't do this, or I'm not lucky, or, you know, blessings never happen to me, like all of the shit that we convince ourselves of. This is about a moment of pure honesty and clarity when it comes from the feelings. And with the Page of Pentacles here in this 2-page energy of disquiet, there may be some feelings that are revealed to you this week that are somewhat discordant, and you might have a moment here of realization. This kind of feels, for some of you, the way that this will show up, maybe there's something that you had denied. No, that's not what I want. It's not what I need, whatever. And you were adamant, right? And then all of a sudden this week, something dislodges and you realize, oh shit, that thing that I said I didn't want, that person that I think, you know, that I said I didn't want, all the rest of it, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, damage control, I've made a really big mess up here and I need help in fixing it. Only you can do that. And it's going to come through a moment of pure heartfelt honesty. For some of you, this may literally be a heart to heart with someone that you care about. Another way that you tap into this, with the Page of Pentacles in tow, this would literally be through some kind of practical application or some kind of demonstrative action. This is where you actually do something or initiate something to show, you know, the consideration or the support. Excuse me. For the Page of Cups, the Page of Pentacles coupled with the Seven of Cups. This is where you are basically tying up loose ends. That's one of the ways, and you might think like, oh, well, that's not really tapping into luck. No, it absolutely is. Getting rid of what is a superfluous energy or what is a discordant thread or energy that's actually stopping your luck finding you or being what it can, you know, potentially be in its entirety. Sometimes it really is a case of removing what is superfluous in order to let whatever is stand out and shine. Your jumping card there is the Ace of Swords. So in the insight cards, we've got the Ace of Swords. A very clear and defined or definitive message is going to need to be made this week. Sorry, I'm trying to get the camera to do its thing. Yeah. Okay. There we go. We got there eventually. All right. Then we've got the King of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. And we've got the Moon card. So for some of you, this is a reconnection to a person from your past that happens to be an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. This could also be, in terms of the grand scheme of things, as insight energies, the King of Pentacles is showing up where your efforts have been solid, but your response or your reward hasn't been sort of present. Now that Ace of Swords, you're making a very clearly defined decision this week where you're cutting away the BS, right? And then coupled with the King of Pentacles, which can actually show up for things like promotions, bonuses, etc., you know, in that kind of context. But with the Moon card, there's a sense here that maybe one of the reasons you've rocked the boat previously, or one of the reasons that you denied your feelings around something, is because you were afraid. And by admitting that fear and being really open and honest about how that fear has affected you, and then making a decision that is informed by the fact that you've been making your decisions with unconscious fears playing the lead character, or driving the ship, you now come into clarity, right? You now come into that moment where the rose tinted glasses come off and you say, okay, before I was worried about my security, and now that I know that that fear is present, I can make decisions that are based on what's right for me and best for me, and accept the opportunities and the luck that show up for me, and, you know, steer into my abundance, my happiness, my acquisition of the things that I desire. And I can do that because I'm now free of fear. That's not to say, like, even when we're free of fear, we always have a measure of fear because, you know, evolutionary responses and all of the rest of it, and it's good to have a measure of that fear. You know, it's natural, it's healthy, but what I'm talking about here is blind fear. That blind fear is going away, and it's allowing something to survive, right? It was a close call, but, you know, whatever it is, it has survived. So it's a really, really interesting week, and I look forward to hearing from you guys about how this shows up for you. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know how this shows up for you. Take care, and I'll see you soon.